All right, let's talk about biotin. You've definitely seen it, right? It's everywhere, on every shelf, promising amazing hair, skin, and nails. But what's the real story behind this so-called beauty vitamin? We're going to break it all down.
So, let's kick things off with a little bit of trivia. You probably know biotin as vitamin B7, but did you know it also goes by another name, vitamin H? Ever wonder what that H actually stands for? Think about it, because the answer is pretty revealing.
Okay, so that little letter H tells us a whole lot about where biotin came from and where all the marketing hype comes from today.
So check this out. Biotin kind of has two names. The first one, biotin, comes from the Greek word bios, which means life. And that makes total sense because it's vital for our bodies. But that H, well, that comes from the German words Har and Haut, which literally means hair and skin. And boom, right there, you can see how the marketing machine got started.
All right, so before we dive into all the beauty claims, let's talk about what biotin's actual job is. And trust me, it's way more important than you probably think.
So here's a super simple way to picture it. Think of biotin as this tiny little key that starts your body's engines. It's not the fuel itself, right? The food you eat is the fuel. But without that key to turn the ignition, all that fuel just sits there completely useless.
Okay, so how does this actually work? It's pretty straightforward. Step 1, you eat food. Carbs, fats, proteins. Step 2, your body has these little workers called enzymes that need to turn that food into energy. But here's the thing. Those enzymes can't do it by themselves. They need a helper. And that's step 3. Biotin jumps in. It's what scientists call a cofactor, but you can just think of it as the essential tool that lets the enzymes do their job. No biotin, no energy. The whole system just grinds to a halt.
Okay, so if this stuff is so important, we must need a ton of it, right? We probably all need to be taking supplements. Well, maybe not. Let's see where you can actually find biotin out in the wild.
So, how much do you actually need every day? Seriously, take a guess. You see these supplements on the shelf with like 5,000, even 10,000 micrograms per pill. So what do you think the official recommendation is? Just ballpark it.
Ready for this? It's just 30 micrograms. That's it. And I mean micrograms, not milligrams. That is an incredibly tiny amount. And listen, that's not even the bare minimum to survive. That's the adequate intake, which means it's the amount that keeps you perfectly healthy. And getting that 30 micrograms, it's honestly pretty easy. Look at this. One serving of beef liver completely covers you for the day. A single egg gets you a third of the way there. It's in salmon, it's in pork, it's in a lot of really common foods. But wait, it gets even better. Here's the wild part. You're not just getting biotin from your food. The good bacteria living in your gut are actually making it for you right now. It's like having your own little biotin factory that you don't even have to think about. So you put all that together, the tiny amount you need, getting it from food, your body making its own, and you get to a really important point. Being truly deficient in biotin is incredibly rare. It's so rare that unlike other vitamins, no country on Earth bothers to fortify foods with it. They just don't need to. All right, so if nobody is really deficient, then why is every other ad telling us to take biotin for amazing hair and nails? Well, that brings us right to the heart of the matter. The great hair and nail myth. Yeah, here's the bottom line, and this comes straight from scientific reviews. When you look at healthy people, which is, most of us, the scientific data saying that extra biotin helps your hair and nails is, well, they call it very weak. And in science, that's a polite way of saying it's probably not doing anything.
And this is really the whole game right here. The marketing claim is simple. Take this, get stronger hair and nails. But the scientific reality? The evidence only shows a benefit for people who have a rare, pre-existing biotin deficiency. For everyone else, those miracle results just don't happen.
So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, fine, maybe it doesn't do much for my hair, but what's the harm in taking it? And that's a fair question. While it's not toxic, there is one pretty surprising and, frankly, serious side effect we have to talk about. See, the biggest risk isn't about toxicity. It's about confusion. Confusion for who, you ask? For your doctor's lab tests. And this is a really, really big deal that most people have no idea about. So here's what's happening. A lot of common lab tests actually use biotin as part of the test itself. When you take those megadoses from supplements, your blood is flooded with it, and it can totally throw off the results. We're talking about really important tests here. For things like your thyroid hormones or vitamin D, it can lead to a wrong diagnosis.
So the absolute #1 thing to remember is this. You have to tell your doctor if you're taking biotin supplements. It's critical.
Phew. Okay, we've gone through a lot here, from what biotin actually does to the myths and the hidden risks. So let's just wrap it all up with the key things you need to remember.
All right, here's your quick biotin briefing. First, its real job is being a tiny helper to turn your food into energy. Second, you get plenty from a normal diet, and a real deficiency is super rare. Third, those beauty claims, they really don't have strong science behind them for healthy people. And finally, and this is the most important one, high-dose supplements can seriously mess with your medical tests.
So that leaves us with a final question for you to think about. Knowing it's already in your food, is that supplement on your shelf actually a health choice? Or is it maybe just a habit? Something to consider. Thanks for joining me.